We are everything and everywhere, omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent. If you are listening this, you are inside a human vessel, but how come, at this particular point in time and space, you have chose to be right here, and right now? Our human body is a vessel, a temporary vessel we occupy, an extension of ourselves. Why do we have it? To travel, to experience life on what we call the world, the realm, the planet Earth. Why, out of all realms, out of all galaxies, why would we choose to live here? To love, to create, to learn, teach, develop, remember, and have fun. All our actions are choices. So, why did we choose to be human? We choose to wake up in the morning, to start a new day, to live, then to go to sleep and start another day. Everything has meaning. We choose because we wish to create. Spirit makes matter, and not the other way around. If we can wish for something, we can create a way to materialize it within ourselves and later on in the outside world. Matter is occupied and ruled by spirit. What is within makes what is without. From the smallest piece of grass to the tallest trees, what grows in this realm, it is alive, it is spirit, it has memory, consciousness. Water is the intelligent interface here. The crystalline realm of the sea, of the ocean, earth, heart, art. Our human vessels are mostly made of water. The air that we breathe is water in a lower density. Clouds are made of water vapor. We have waters within and all around us. Our existence is a crossed state. There are more than 3 dimensions, but usually what our human senses perceive is filtered through 3. During the dreams we have during sleep even more, and our nature, that is, what we are, is multidimensional, infinity and eternity. The current human lifespan is minimum of 120 years, for all of us. There were times when it used to be 1200, 12,000, and even when our human vessels were eternal. We can develop and live longer. We can even dematerialize our human vessels into light and leave this realm without having the vessel to physically stop working. But the goal is not about how much we are here, it is about what we feel and what we do here. It is to love. What we do to ourselves, we do to others. So, what does it mean to be human? To be free, to live in love, to come up with the most beautiful ideas and expressions, to take every moment as a different adventure, to recognize and live within our nature of creators. Everything is in motion. Everyone is smart, everyone is beautiful, and everyone is abundant. So, what are we creating? What are we choosing, what we are putting our attention into? We are an infinite source of energy, and we, ourselves, always decide where our energy goes, and how much of our energy we give, and allow ourselves to receive. Our mind is a tool of our heart. Our natural state is health, not sickness. Our intentions are the foundations of our manifestations. Our beliefs, whether fact or fiction, help to shape our day-to-day reality. When we come here, we agree, we wish for it, we accept and give our consent to be here. Right now, we live in a time of great change that reminds us of who and what we really are, of our relationship with the divine, of both individual and collective rise of vibrations. There are no coincidences. Divine timing is the acknowledgement that everything that happens to us, happens for us, and it just so happens in such a way that it has meaning, that it teaches us and allows us to become more loving beings. Everything that is, it is, and makes a sound. We are surrounded by trillions of frequencies. Fear lowers our vibrations tremendously, but so does love opens and expands our vibrations to the highest and beyond. Our human vessel has needs. Food is divine code that helps to maintain our vessel and fuel it, much like the water that we drink, the air that we breathe, and anything we choose to feed ourselves. To grow our own food is to take care of ourselves and to let spirits of nature take care of us back. Ideally, we should take care of animals or be in such a state of being that instead of hunting animals, they would offer themselves before their departure comes. Everything is an alchemical process. What we put in and our human vessels is a choice, and it does have an effect on all our human vessels. Nutrition should not be a restricted, dogmatic way to feed ourselves, but rather something that comes from our intuition. We take care of ourselves not with just a specific task, but with our way of living. We are here to help and support one another, to learn and teach one another, to experience new forms of energy with every moment that we are. Devices, technological development should be working in harmony with nature, to be seen as an extension of it. For example, a vehicle should not run with electricity that is being harvested from ourselves. Instead, it could be fueled by water. Much of what we call technology nowadays is self-destructive. Some of it can be useful for our current lifetime here, but it should be seen as something that we use, and not let it misuse us. Everything works with our consent. This is natural, creational law. The weather that we experience in our line of sight, for example, it is something that we ourselves create, with our actions, intentions, attentions, with our wants and needs. In almost all cases, it is not given by a being outside of ourselves. And even that being outside of ourselves is connected to us, as we are connected to it. God is in everything, and it is everything. We should be living here, being consciously aware that we make the weather. The sky is the screen a couple miles, kilometers above from the current level of surface of this realm. The shape of this realm is what we think it is, a state of shared consciousness. We live on flat surface, but there is more than a flat surface here, for this realm was and is made with our collective approach. This earth has a crystal grid that always grows. Everything works with crystals and frequencies here. Crystals are living beings, and they can be found in many forms and shapes, from granite to the salt that we put in our food, and even the glass we drink water from. There were decisions to be made before our arrival here. Our bloodline family here is not the same as our soul family, but there are cases when soulmates do share the same bloodline. To remember is to make the unconscious conscious. In everything that we do, we express ourselves, and everything we express is a form of art. When we remember, we know that there is no need for a statue of someone, there is no need for borders between countries, there is no need for birth certificates and last names, there is no need to maintain a culture of suppression, nor tools to illusory divide us. Nature always listens. The more we evolve, the more we treat others as family. There is much more to know about everything, there is much more to look forward to with every moment that we are, and the best moment is right here and right now. If you wish to know more, listen to yourself. Everything is a sign, and how we react to it is up to us. Our DNA is constantly, little by little, step by step, building and receiving new information, layered on top of each other. To question is an act of courage, an essential way to explore and discover, that is, life, existence.